Previously on the Katawa Shoujo Let's Play. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here I am, Supid Gamer, bringing you a brand new Let's Play series. I mean, that's a good thing. You don't want to die from hypothermia. I mean, why the hell am I standing outside anyway? I mean, it's kind of silly there. How on earth weren't you looking at your math book? It's pretty important stuff right there. So yeah, this is the game. Don't expect much more. The rustling of dry snow underfoot startles me, interrupting the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. A ninja with a sword! Now it's up to you, player, to kill him with QTEs. Go, heavy rain style! And I wish that's what it said, but no. And my throat is going to kill me tomorrow morning. Oh my god. She's from an anime. I'm from an anime. Should I try and do voice acting? Alright, more of that tree. Oh god, I'm dying! As if it were trying to burst out of my chest and claim this girl for herself. No, that's an alien. Anyway. I'm dying! Ah! Help me! I wanna go, don't talk to me! Take me to a hospital, I'm seeing red! I see red! I see red! Hisao! I am dying, aren't I? I knew it. It's been 4 months since my heart. Oh, 4 months! Oh, jeez. Weak. My room in the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. Until I realized that was just my teachers making me feel better because none of my friends realized I was gone. And then I asked them, can I have that scar from Harry Potter on my chest? You know, pick up the ladies. They said no. Oh god, I am going to die, aren't I? Oh, I knew it. I'm actually dead. I'm actually dead. This is my funeral. They couldn't afford to move me at the hospital, and now I'm having a funeral in the hospital. Right? Yeah, they thought, your father's. Oh damn it, that was the father. I read it as the doctor. Yeah, this has a lot of talking. Act 1. That was the prologue. We're going into Act 1, guys. What was I expecting? What was I expecting? I don't know, like disabled buildings. There being no stairs, just slopes. I don't know. I wonder how many kids go to a disabled school. Oh, he is tall and he has a beard, and I don't know if he's a trespasser or a teacher or I don't know. It's the classroom for class 3-3. It turns out that's actually a janitor's closet. The teacher shoves me in, and here begins his secret lust. He tells me, I loved you ever since I looked so eyes on you, and then he begins the romantic interest of teacher and student, and thus the love story begins. Ah! And the main characters! She can explain anything you want to know. And who else won't be able to better? I completely screwed up that line! Right? Assignment day 1! Screw this! I did not come to school for a day 1 assignment. Ah, it's pink-haired girl! And I just rubbed my hand against my mic! And this voice is going to absolutely kill me! I'm so sorry for this voice acting. Why'd you open your mouth? Yeah, I kind of got that. Just so you know, I've actually come to the point where I'm standing up in voice acting. Yeah, I kind of get into this. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where I'm going to leave it. And now for the next part of the Katawa Shoujo Let's Play. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am back, Supid Gamer, bringing you part 2 of the Katawa Shoujo Let's Play. It's been about 3 hours since the last part, because I rented it. It took a while. But we're back. We're straight off where we last set off, where the clock tower bells. I'm gonna get back into character. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. I can't remember what voice I did. Without knowing what else to do, I followed Michi, who was beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend to even below the lobby, where I met Moto, down to the bottom floor, where she then pushed me down the stairs, making me crippled, laughing at me and walking away, as I was now a crippled person who had no legs. Just like everything in this school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria! God, I forgot what voice I did for her. Her enthusiastic statements of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There's a rather long list of menu options, which seems great until I realise that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice. It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand, sign. To tell you the point escapes me. Or, I mean, come on. I mean, like, some people can sign in an obvious way. I mean, come on. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is improper and polite. Do you want to know something? God, I can't do it. What? About anything! We're your guides, so you should ask if there is something... Okay, I completely read that wrong. Okay. I wonder... Alright, so we can ask about Shizune's deafness, which I think is a bit, I think that's a bit impersonal. We can ask about the library. Let's ask about the library. Oh yeah, there's a library in the school, right? Lately, I've gone into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear that she doesn't consider reading a healthy hobby, then picks up her smile again. There is! It's in the second floor! We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my food while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sign back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideway glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Oh, of course they're talking about me. I mean, I'm just the talk of the table, aren't I? Maybe they're talking about secret girl stuff or something. Secret girl stuff! Alright! So if girls could put it down in the comments what secret girl stuff means, I would very much oblige. ... though. I quickly notice a conversation in sign is not enough to fill a silence. No, usually it's not. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. That dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over the last row. What kind of voice should I put for her? Think of a... What was that? She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with the elegance of a rhino. She shrieks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning to stone just from our presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to their seats and begin to converse. Oh! Is she being bullied somehow? I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with other students and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange, as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me, and then it stabs me in the throat! The end. Making me... Oh, this is something I have to say. She's deaf, but that doesn't mean she can't talk, right? I mean, is it just that, like, people who are deaf, like, forget what talking sounds like and can't say it right or something? By the way, why can't she get hearing aids? I mean... Is there, like, can you be so deaf that hearing aids don't help or something? I don't know. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We've got to hurry already, since there is a lot of work for us to do. ... You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Oh, wait. The teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can at least show you that much. Come on! The nurses have their own building, so we have to go outside. Oh my god, I should not be voice acting as her like this. I'm sorry, I've got to find a different way. I have to find a different voice for her. Alright, we're going to assign a new voice. We join the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out other senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school, where they keep all the students and gas them in their sleep. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building, but really it's a prison camp where the dead are kept. You see, because these students were actually of the dead, ghosts. I am the ghost whisperer. Anyway. This is the small auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside. Actually, no, I said I was going to figure out a different voice for her. Alright, let's start. Alright, different voice. Levy, I don't know. I can't do girl voices. You know what? I'm going to keep the same voice. Stick with it. Alright, until someone tells me not to. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside. What the Yamaku Foundation office and all the nurses' offices. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Chad. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? That was terrible. We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education. I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will only be a quick visit like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text, Exorcism Room, and a nameplate. But really it's assistant head nurse, but okay. A voice from the inside responds to my knock, almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, with the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils. There are at least a dozen coffee cups rings lingering on the desk, as well as 5 dozen empty syringes, previously containing drugs. Alrighty, what should we have for this guy? Hello, hello there? What can I do for you today? He is young, looking, and sort of rugged, with the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away with his smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has never heard the very same question 100 times. Why, yes, I am. It says so on the door, no? You can call me by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake off my confusion, realizing I probably should grab this extended hand. Oh, actually, damn it, I read it in this voice! His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and visit you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation, and he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Naki. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic hypothermia and related confidential heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yeah. Good. Well, we've probably been briefed about this school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. We have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His joke feels out of place, that I'm left thinking, why even said it? Yeah, it's just that it's really weird to have so many medical people out of school. You'll get used to it. Not so sure of that myself, but don't let the nurse know it. This guy seems really happy. I mean, he's got Brock disease, you see, he can't open his eyes. Now, let me just find your file again. Oh god, my mouse wheel! My mouse wheel can do stuff. Alrighty. While he searches for something from his computer and shuffles stacks of papers around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I'd like to say. Yep, a generic nurse room. Files and stuff. Like, why can't they liven up the place? I don't know, with wallpapers or something. Beige walls and ceiling. Dark grey laminate flooring and all the equipment you'd expect from a school nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all 4 walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups, as well as hang in there kitty and all the other crap that you see in movies and basically real life that kind of makes you want to hang yourself. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from the stack of similarly thick files and opens it. I don't trust this guy. So, you already have a medication for the arrhythmia. Just remember to take your pills every morning and evening, or it won't help much. It won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like that? I don't know, boxing? He grins to his own joke, but I don't. Well, I played soccer occasionally with some classmates. I have played soccer before. For 1 year. I sucked. Alright. I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh. My lack of reaction makes him raise his eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. You know what sports are? Men kicking balls into each other for 4 straight hours. I don't know why people watch that. No idea. I don't like watching sport. I don't get it. I guess I never did it out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of conclusion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by a sudden concussion to the chest area? There is no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. It was actually by love, because, you know, I'm a cliché douche like that. I sidestep the question acceptably, and he glances me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, so some exercise will do you good. We have physical therapy and such available, as I said, but I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly, brisk walks, or even light jogging, jumping rope, that sort of thing. Swimming? Maybe. There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been told this before, you just need to take care of not to exert yourself. He wags his fingers to emphasize the point. No need, really. I've heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay. He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content, because really he's just looking at the noughts and crosses puzzle he's been doing for about 5 hours with himself. Good. That's it then. Come meet me if you need anything. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in front of the main building, an auxiliary building, although to my eyes they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate or the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they are going. And I still keep thinking that most of them don't look too special for being students at a special school. Then again, neither do I. See, that's interesting! Everyone apparently has a story and you have to ask them what that story is. It's not obvious. See, I told you, but I technically would enjoy this. Okay. Does that make me one of them? Oh God! One of us? One of us? One of us? One of us? ... I should go somewhere too, to prevent them from getting lost. Wait, what did that just say actually? To prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms, set a little way apart from the main building complex. Oh look, another picture. There's a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired mind that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119, because there's 119 different rooms? So, I mean, depending if these dorms have like 2 people in them, that's about 238 people? Wow, alright. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional, and boring. And for some reason, right-clicking takes me to that. Anyway. Just like in the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. The same goes for the elevators and at the ends of the halls. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television, and they're watching the latest on ABC3. And on ABC3 currently is CJ the DJ, because everyone knows that's the one series that everyone watches on ABC3 in Australia. If you do not know what ABC3 is, it's an Australian channel. So you're not Australian. So what are you? One nods and gives a quick "hello" before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. Oh yeah! Yeah, sure it is. It's fine with me. Yeah. I climb the stairs to the upper floor. Here, small corridors branch off to the main hallway. Each of these minor halls seems to have a toilet and a shower, as well as 4 rooms. About halfway down the hall, I spy room 119. The nameplates and the doors adjacent to mine are blank. I guess there are just 2 of us here. My god. Light shines from below the door of room 117, so I knock lightly. And out comes a serial killer with a machete, chops me in half, the end. Hello? Is anyone home? From inside I hear a few movements, then the clicking of way more locks than I thought these doors had. After a moment, the door squeaks open, and a guy with a machete comes and chops me in half. My god, he's got glasses, a scarf, dark hair, school uniform. I knew it. Harry Potter is in this. From now on, he's Harry Potter. Alright. A bespectacled boy is standing in the doorway. He's looking at me very intently through his extremely thick glasses. Okay, what does Harry Potter sound like? I can't be a wizard. Who is it? Blind? No. At least not completely. Why would he have eyeglasses if he was? He leans closer to me until I notice almost touching. His breath stinks of garlic. I was attracted to the smell, and instantly we fell in love. That's how it ends. Hisao Nakai. I'm moving into the next room. I thought I should introduce my... His face suddenly brightens realization, and he stands back upright, thrusting his hand out in a smiling greeting, almost straight to my diaphragm. What? Alrighty. Oh! Sup, dude? The name's Kenji. Ah, hi. I take Kenji's sweaty hand and shit. What have you been doing with that hand, Kenji? Still a real riled by his sudden change of attitude and vehement unwelcome. There was some suspicious looking people going on in and out of your room earlier. Oh god, no. It can't be a wizard. That's just my fallback to Harry Potter. There was some suspicious looking people going in and out of your room earlier. It was probably my parents. Your parents? You sure? Because they could have been some other people too. You can't judge a book by its cover. His out-of-place proverb is left hanging between us awkwardly as I try to think of some way to respond. This guy is way too cautious, I'm getting that. I'd say the chances are high enough. He shudders and makes some exaggerated hand gestures. You're a brave man, Hisao. Me? I don't think I could trust the chances. The only one I trust is myself. Does that mean I shouldn't get to know you either? He thinks about this for a while. A wise decision. Damn, you are smarter than you look. Probably. What do you look like? I hope not smart. He squints his eyes and leans closer again, but I lean backwards to dodge it like Neo. You know, bullet dodge time. Never mind, it doesn't matter. With that, he turns, fumbles around for a moment in search of the door handle, and shuts the door behind me. He is officially a shut-in. I slide the key into the lock of the door, marked 119. Bleak beige walls, white linen, a desk made of some of light wood, ugly curtains, but damn that pillow looks comfortable. It's really late, so this doesn't make me look tired. It's no one's room, impersonal, like my hospital bed was. My bags are sitting at the foot of my bed, looking a lot emptier than they did this morning. The closet is sitting open, stacked with my clothes. Nothing else, just clothes apparently. Also, it seems that there were a number of school uniforms hanging there as well. A notice pinned to the sleeve of one of the shirts. "If you don't pay for the frickin' shirts in time, kid, we're gonna break some frickin' legs. Then you'll become special. Ha 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 ha, Dad." I'm just kidding. "Hi, Hichan. We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said that if they don't fit, then you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. P.S. The cat died." Well, listen, I don't have to worry about unpacking. Oh, that freaking cat. Snuffle boots. Anyway, I kind of hoped that I would have. Then there would have been something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down on the desktop and lie down on the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it before coming, and for the entire day today too. I still think I am. Damn. I have to distract myself somehow, so I don't be this unnatural all the time. Well, you know, there's one thing that men usually do to distract themselves. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the indecent nature of singing. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Namely my biography, because I like reading about myself. Autobiography. Yeah, I'll do that. Just for now. The bowls of medications neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. Inside was blue meth. My doctor, Heisenberg. He told me to say his name when we were locked in the room together. It still hurts. I pick one up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued-on pharmacy label. Hisao Nakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Well, that's kind of dark. Doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? With a sigh, I begin my new daily ritual of taking the right number of pills from each bowl, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain, and after that I keep staring at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. And that's when the boogeyman comes out. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls, and long shadows draw across my room like fingers. And then that girl from The Grudge comes out like this. And hair comes all over my face, and then I die. Speaking of Ju-on, I've actually been watching the original Japanese version of that. It's actually pretty interesting. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against the chill that passes for room temperature here. Soon, the light shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night, and becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear the creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. And that's when Freddy Krueger comes in my dreams and he kills me! Ah, I love heart with a bandage! Katawa Shoujo! Okay, so far, we've met about 2 people, glimpsed everyone else. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the light grey ceiling. I'd forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the 3rd room this year that I'm supposed to call Mine. God damn, this time I'm gonna put up some posters. Various things around here remind me that indeed, it's me who was supposed to be one living here. My bags on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my porn magazines moved, my numerous medications on the night table, and my non-medical medications on the night table. I stare at the bowls for a moment, deliberating, until I open a bowl, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a photo sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one. A natural one. Dude, this guy is so into fashion. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. You know, my school uniform, I don't wear it and be happy. I wear it and be sad because it's so uncomfortable. Not really. It's fine. It's just a pain. That goes for the other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school. You know, with clothing, if I have my way, I wish I could wear my pajamas anywhere. Because, man, I love pajamas so much. They're so comfortable. I mean, why do people not wear pajamas anymore? I think pajamas are sweet. Anyway. Except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday. Misha's constant laughter and Shuzuni's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or, perhaps, people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah. What does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I could join one. All through class, the question remains in my mind, so I decided to ask Shizuni, about it when we split into groups. Shizuni, are you a dude? After all, she did say if I had anything that I wanted to know, I should ask her. Yeah, this is a great conversation right here. Yep. Aha. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of the pencil down so the top is perfectly and evenly flat. So she has OCD. OCD, yeah, OCD. She looks very blushed, and I like that. Yeah, why is she mad? What have I done? I haven't done anything, Shizuni. Why? Why are you looking at me like that? I didn't do anything. Sorry, Shi-chan. There's something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, He-chan. My first thought is that means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Me over being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. You know what? I wish my school did clubs like they do in Japan, apparently. Because, you know, I see the animes and the novels and this and... You know, clubs in Japan look at least interesting in the fact that there's so much variety and that technically you have something to do and... Yeah, I mean, in my school, that doesn't exist. You go straight away. It's either sport or that's it. Sport, you go home. And I think uni does it though. So whatever. Uni should be fun. Not really. I wonder if senior school does it. In any case, continuing on. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you're actually transforming at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. By the way, a squiggly line means that I extend the sound of the word. In case you didn't know. Sure, why not? What's the festival about? The upcoming of our mistress! The upcoming of the Dark Lord! Oh, praise Lord Smooth! Just saying. Misha freezes. I don't know. He-chan, the truth is it's a local event and I'm not from this area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. I know deaf people who have hearing aids, so they talk and I can hardly understand them, but still it's still communication exists. But I've never seen someone who's had to use sign language. Ha! Oh! Who cares? Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Shizune's words at me with a disappropriate amount of pride. Who puffs out their chest? I've never seen someone talk like that and puff out their chest while they're talking. Never. Too loud. You can see heads turning to look in our direction. Not so loud! Ah, Shizune, why you be so loud? Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs behind this festival will inevitably change with time. Now, it's about delicious fried food and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Ha 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 ha! The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right! Shi-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club? It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchanged between them. Misha's tone has also changed, although it does that every word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. An emo. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with long, dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door, where she then pulls out a machete and cuts up the entire classroom. It doesn't seem like she was working in a group. No one seems to notice her but me. That's really sad. I might want to talk to her. It's very lonely, but I'm guessing she's very lonely. And I'm the kind of guy that doesn't like people who are lonely unless for some reason they really, really annoy me. Which you know what, I'm enough of a douche to say people do annoy me. There are some people that I really don't like. Just, I don't know, the way they interact, I just like, no, stop it, just don't talk. In any case, I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl go. Why doesn't he say anything? He-chan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me, looking after the girl who left? No, nothing. Why are you smiling so That scares me, actually. What, are you a cat now? Okay! Oh, God, no. Well, looks like we're asking. You don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? Alright. I thought I should go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. Yeah, I'm a liar. Do you want to have lunch together then? Who's asking? You? Oh, Shizune. Ooh. She's really happy. Sure. She's really happy. Yay! Okay, He-chan. Perfect. The rest of the class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never come back. Before I have the time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything. ... Yes, it is, He-chan. Impossible. Really? Really. I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and sighing not only everything she says, but what everyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I can hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me. But it'd be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, she's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing, and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize in the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She glares at me, as if surprised I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I never noticed this before, how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze. What's this about? I don't even know what's going on! Are you sure, Hichan? Very sure. ... Ha ha ha! You're wrong, Hichan! Because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them. Wahahaha! Shizune pushes her glasses up the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. Wait, so was she talking or her? I actually don't know what sentences she was talking. Okay, I'd argue more, but the bell rings and she quickly gets up and picks up her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them. Where do you want to eat? The cafeteria? Ah, that's so plain. Okay, let's go. Plain? Well, I guess. In the old school, I like to eat outside, near the back of the building. Oh, it was a good spot, but I didn't find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there is a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favour eating in classrooms or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. Next year I go to senior school, which I believe has tables and stuff. You can go inside or outside to eat. At the school I'm currently at, you eat outside. Most of the school is outside. The classrooms are inside, but when you're out of classrooms, it's outside. Because Australia. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. So, Hichan, you wanted to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right? Yeah, just lift those glasses. Right, Hichan? Hichan? Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first. Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again and Misha straightens her posture as if she's about to deliver a speech. Hichan, do you have anything you're really interested in? I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot. There is a book club, right, Hichan? Right? But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan. It's a really popular club. Really? The book club is the popular club. That's actually rare. I'm guessing. It's that face again. Okay, but more to the point, Hichan, does this mean that you don't have anything else already in mind? Not really. What are they asking me? Good. Great! That's great, Hichan. Really great. Why is it so great? No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one other thing. Student council! Oh, God, that's something my school technically doesn't have. I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That was a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. Pretty sure the two of them know this, because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it and Misha is just laughing. I bet they're both in the student council, and they're inviting me because they're both interested, at least she is. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, in a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. You know, in real life, people aren't this sociable at all. Ha ha ha! Right. Hichan, Maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join. Why? Well, for one, we can hang out every day. He-chan, she-chan and I are both in student council. Actually, she-chan is the president. Of course she is. I'm starting to get a suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha. Of course! We're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to. So you're mean to that? No! We admit nothing! I mean, He-chan, of course it would be nice if you joined and we'd appreciate it. But even with all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in workings of our one school. Yep, it's true, He-chan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school, He-chan? Are you really asking that question to me? Straight away, we just met a day ago and you're already asking me, do you want to spend time after school? We haven't even established the fact that we're friends yet. I'm just saying. Just that point out there. I can't tell if she's being genuine or is this just some really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Oh my god, I have my eyes out. Well... So it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, He-chan. What? No! No! Aww, see, She-chan? Of course it wouldn't go so easy. Ah! Yep, that's right though. It'd be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh, well. She-chan owes me candy now. You're betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here. Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes. Wahaha! That's interesting. He-chan, let's play a game. That's not what I said. How about rich man, poor man, He-chan? How about rich man, poor man, He-chan? If you lose, you have to join the student council. Oh, I see. Alright, how does this game work? Is it like 7 minutes in heaven, but, you know, roleplay, where one person's a rich man, one person's a poor man, and the rich man extorts the poor man for his money unless the poor man does some favourable things? Or is it just like Monopoly? I don't know. Same thing, really. No, absolutely not. Aww, why not? Well, because you two both have the same incentive, and therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right? Where? Ah! Yep! Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage, so I will have to decline. Oh, just pouting. Why don't I get a decision, huh? Anyway, He-chan, I'm very offended. Are you saying you don't trust us? And that would be pull something to make us sad? Sorry. It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin. Wow, they look actually pissed. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council. No! How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man? Paper football. What football are we talking about here? Soccer football, AFL football, NFL football, that other football that's in New Zealand? Yeah! It's a game they play in America! You make a paper triangle and then you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other player makes with their fingers. Really? Is that seriously a thing that America has? I had no idea. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of a competition between two people, He-chan. And what time is it? Okay, actually I should be stopping soon. ... And it's also played by elementary and middle school children. Shi-chan? Wow! That means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men! More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not going to play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it. Ha! Yeah, that's true. How did you know me, Chan? Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me to the student council, but I'm a little curious about what that student council does here. Probably stuff that in the room that should not be named. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad. Do I get to decide? Okay, Hishan. How about Risk? The game of world domination. I have never played Risk. I have 2 board games of that, never played it. I don't know about what that is. Ahaha! The game can read my mind. It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything. Sounds like Shizune would be good at it. If you want to play, we can hunt after school. Ah, really, Shi-chan? We can play it just for fun, Hichan. Shi-chan hasn't played a game in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached. Well, okay. Okay, perfect! Well, see you after school to the student council's room. Okay then, Hichan. Wait, why there? Because that's where we keep the game. I promised to tell them how much I do not like this, but it's more that for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends and we go back to school. What the hell? During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. And that is where I end this part of the episode, part 2. Okay, so stuff has happened. We're having more sneak peeks of that dark, long-haired girl with a burnt face. We're having more conversations with Shi-chan and Maria. I forget her name. Any case, this is still killing my voice. We met a doctor, nurse, and we slept here once. So far, the story's starting off. It's an hour and 28 minutes in, and nothing's really happened, so you can tell this game is actually really long, and it's an actual long story. So in any case, hope you guys are enjoying my voice acting. Please put down in the comments anything I should improve, anything I should stop, anything at all, any ideas. Please don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next part. Alright guys, see you later.